Well, the Grand Harvest event is finally here, and with it, we got a couple other things that popped up. I want to start off by saying, if you do have, let's say, 30,000 gems, I'd probably go and pop it over in the treasure team, try to work your way to helping yourself to an Arcana. But at the same time, we also have the 2x dungeon event, and there is a fund in there. Looks like you spend $10, you can get close, I think around 9,000 gems, and there's some legendary keys in there too. But this is going to apply to almost all of the dungeons, minus the dungeon raid one, the one that gives you energy in there. They don't tend to usually do that, but the other three, this is a great time to go and pump these things into it if you are going and, let's say, trying to upgrade your adventure. But as far as the Grand Harvest itself, things might be a little bit different than if you've played this before. What I used to always do is once I got towards that mining cart there, I would go switch over to ×5, and that would go and give 5 times the rewards. This is not the case now. Fortunately, you click on ×5, it'll go and just roll 5 times in a row for you. And boy, did I go, what the heck did I do? Where's the automatic button on this thing? I was kind of backing out as fast as I could, and then I realized when I was on ×5 that I was still getting the rewards I saw on the screen. So there's not going to be any real tricks like we've done in the past, but obviously landing on the cart will go and drag yourself all the way across and collect all the rewards that are along that path. And as far as that crystal ball up there, you go in there, this is going to be kind of like what we do for going and getting gold during a chapter, except for it's going to be pumpkins, and you'll have the chance of getting 5, 10, or 15, depending on which ones you hit. As far as the jail cell up there, you go and land in there and you have 3 times a rolling dice. If you get doubles, you're going to earn that many dice back. But the good news is there's plenty of ways to get dice. The Bountiful Harvest up top, 150 free ones. And if you want to spend $10, that's going to be an additional 300 plus all the other gems and goodies, including getting to pick the brands like we saw where I got a whole bunch of the Jokers. As far as using gems, we can go and get 10 of them for 1,000. So if you want to spend 30,000 gems, you can get 300 of these things. But like I said, if you have gems, I'd probably say use them on the treasure team first, because it does look a little bit difficult for getting some of these higher pumpkin rewards. Of course, we have our daily missions, pretty typical for all of them, so make sure you're pumping into that whether you're using gems or not. And as far as the rewards, we got a whole bunch of awakened cores in here, just like we've been seeing in the other ones. Nothing really crazy. That 1,100 sounds pretty steep to me to get one of these things, but we'll have to see how well we do with just going and getting what we got. Now, I did spend the $10 on that whole Bountiful one there, which, like I said, gives an additional 300. So I'm really kind of going to see how much this will go. I probably will pump the 3,000 or 30,000 gems in there just to kind of gauge that, hey, I've done everything of spending gems, spending the $10 without buying any of the gift packs, but still doing all the missions. How many pumpkins can I actually get from this event? Surprisingly, there is no swap talisman in this one, and the quantity of these things seem to be pretty low for the things that we normally get. But if you saw the video from the other day, you know that they already said this is how it is on this. They are planning to make these things better in the fact that this is kind of awful being able to get only $3 and only getting 2 of the legendary key packs. But I'm sure there's plenty of people that'll spend a good amount of money on this. I myself, I'm staying away from this one. Like I said, I did spend $10 on that Bountiful one just because I am getting a Joker. There's a bunch of gems and I do want to kind of see how it is, but anything else in here, not really interested. Which I guess it goes back to being the big winner on this today is going to be that treasure team event. So pump your gems into there and see if you get lucky without hitting the pity. I'm still checking my mailbox every single day to see if we got that compensation. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.